First tonight, an emergency alert system suggested by vulnerable women in Nottinghamshire is now being introduced by a number of police forces across the country. It's all part of a multi-million-pound crime prevention drive that's using new technology. Shopkeepers are being trained to help victims too, and some homeowners are being offered free alarms, as our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
How safe do you feel when the nights start drawing in? Early evening in Kirkby and Ashfield, the town centre almost deserted.
Well, as a woman, you just feel a bit more vulnerable, don't you? You know, if it's a bit dark, then nobody's lurking.
There's a lot of thieves around here. A lot of thieves. I literally just work over there, and the same 4 or 5 people all the time.
Thieves tried to break into Lionel's shed here in Newark too, so now he's protecting his bikes and fishing tackle. Lionel's already had a van stolen, so he applied for a free alarm through a crime prevention scheme called Safer Streets. He's also been given this high-tech doorbell system.
It is devastating, really. It's just you've lost the things that you've saved up and earned money for. You know, this is going to help a lot because the Ring doorbell, especially, you can see everybody coming up. You know, when it gets a bit of movement near it, it shows you pictures. So there's me coming home last night from playing darts.
Hello. The Safer Streets grants are being used to protect Sutton and Ashfield town centre too. The priority, preventing violence against women and girls.
I didn't think it was going to be that good because you can really pick out the face.
Jill's charity shop's been given CCTV. That's already recorded a stabbing, and she's been trained to help as part of the town's new Safe Space scheme.
If anybody comes in that feels like they're in danger, they can come in, I can take them in the back, talk to them, see if they need any help. If they don't, they can just sit there, have a cup of tea till it all dies down, go on the way. If they want help, then I call the police. And all the volunteers now, because a lot of my volunteers are elderly, so they feel safer when they're leaving the shop.
This is one of over 40 shops in Sutton that have set up those safe spaces. Trouble is, of course, most women feel more vulnerable when those shops have closed. So here they've got something completely different. You simply press this button, you're straight through to the CCTV control room where they can get help straight to you.
Hello, can I help you?
It means these control room staff can keep in touch and keep watch until you're safe. The system hasn't been used in anger yet, but police believe it's deterring violence, and now several other forces are introducing it too. The system was designed after Nottinghamshire's Police and Crime Commissioner set up focus groups on women's safety. That's before she had her own brush with the law.
It's actually surprising this wasn't available before. And actually, this wasn't our idea. This was the idea of the women that we had in those focus groups. They wanted it, so we made it happen. We're blazing a trail. I mean, we started this first right here in Sutton and Ashfield in Nottinghamshire.
You know, there'll be people watching this who say, look, you're talking about making the streets safer, but you were convicted of 5 speeding offences.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry about that. I was having a tough time and I absolutely messed up. And quite rightly, I was banned from driving. But as Police and Crime Commissioner, I've got a job to do.
That job's about much more than catching criminals. It's about preventing violence and crime too. And now the ideas they're trying here are being rolled out across large parts of Nottinghamshire. Jeremy Ball, BBC's Midlands Today, Sutton in Ashfield.